Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Just few hours left before 2019 ends, and so before the year ends, let's take a look at the gaffe made by our honorable ministers, including Mr. Modi himself. So before the 2019 elections began, Mr. Modi in an interview to News Nation said that he had a digital camera and an email during 1987 and 88. But the fact is that digital cameras were introduced only in the 1990s, and during that time internet was limited to few government agencies. So whether Mr. Modi was saying the truth or whether he was lying, that I leave for the public to decide. And I'm sure everyone have heard of the popular cloud radar theory propounded by none other than Mr. Modi himself. So before the Balakot airstrike, there was a meeting and there were apprehensions about the airstrike because of the clouds. And then that's where Mr. Modi intervened, and he said that the cloud cover could help hide the Indian planes from the Pakistani radar system. Now that's a rather absurd statement, but the bugs have no other option than to buy it. But since I'm not a bug, that I leave for the public to decide. And while on a campaign trail during the Lok Sabha elections, Sadhvi Pragya, the terror accused in the 2008 Maligaon blast case, praised Mr. Godse, the terrorist who shot dead Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation. She praised him by saying that Godse is a Deshbhakt. This, Mr. Modi said that he can never forgive her for this statement. But then she was elected from Bhopal and she came to the parliament, and the Modi government elevated her by appointing her to the Parliamentary Committee on Defense. And this Pragya Thakur also said that cow urines can cure cancer. Now the BJP came back with an incredible majority. They won 303 seats, and instead of addressing the scores of issues that are confronting our country, the BJP ministers tends to make stupid statements. They seem to be in a competition to outdo one another. So let's take a look at it one by one. Let's first take a look at the statement of Mr. Piyush Goyal. While attending a board of trade meeting, he said that maths didn't help Einstein discover gravity. He said that Einstein discovered gravity. Now I'm sure Isaac Newton might be pretty upset with this statement, but he was referring to the GDP, which were the talk of the town at that time. He said that let's not get into maths because maths didn't help Einstein gravity. Now here comes the finance minister Nirmala Sitharam blaming the millennials for the car sales slump. She said that the millennials, the youths, are not buying cars since they prefer Ola and Uber. Another Minister of State for Railways, Suresh Angari, said that economy is doing completely fine because people are getting married, the airports are full, the trains are running full, so economy, it's fine. And another Union Minister, Ravi Shankar Prasad, he said that there is no economic slowdown, as the 3 movies which were released on October 2 earned about 120 crores. He said since movies are doing fine, economy it's also doing fine. Another BJP leader, Vinit Agarwal, said that Pakistan and China have released poisonous gases into India, which is responsible for the pollution in Delhi. Now another BJP leader, Sunil Bharala, he does not believe that Pakistan and China have released gases. He says that he suggested to perform yajna to please Lord Indra, the god of rain, which could set all these things right. And he rubbished the claims that the stubble burning was responsible for the pollution of Delhi. Union Health Minister Harsh Vardhan suggested only eating carrots, since eating carrots will help the body to get vitamin A, potassium and blah blah blah. And Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change suggested to start our day by listening to music. Now we all know that the prices of onions have soared very high, And in a discussion on rising prices at the onion prices at the parliament, Nirmala Sitharaman said that she comes from a family that doesn't eat much onions, so she doesn't have idea about the prices of onions. To this, Union Minister Ashwini Choubey said, and I'm quoting him, "I am a vegetarian. I have never tasted an onion, so how will a person like me know about the prices of onion?" Now this minister also said that the government is working on using cow urine for preparation of medicine and treatment of cancer. The Modi government has recently passed the contentious Citizenship Amendment Act despite objections from various corners of the country, despite objections from the opposition. Now Mr. Modi, in a rally in Ramlila Maidan, said that there are no talks of implementing NRC, the National Register of Citizens, across the country. But his Home Minister said that during the debate on Citizenship Act in Parliament, she said that the nationwide NRC will be implemented soon, while the Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said that states will be consulted before NRC exercise. Mr. Modi in a tweet yesterday told the people to listen to Sadhguru on the Citizenship Amendment Act. But Mr. Sadhguru himself has said that he haven't read the Citizenship Amendment Act. Now all the views expressed by the BJP ministers on the CAA and NRC are conflicting. They differ and are in sharp contrast to one another. Today, the construction is at a low of 5%. Automobile sector have slumped down. The agricultural growth have gone down. Unemployment is at 45%, 45-year high. GDP is at fudged 4.2%. But despite all these problems, the BJP, the Modi-led government, doesn't seem to have any concern, doesn't seem to care for our country. And why should we have concern? Why should we care? Because in a few hours time, India is going to be superpower. When we step into 2020, we are going to be a superpower country. I wish all my friends a happy new year, and let's make a resolution in 2020 that we will fight more aggressively against the fascist forces. Thank you. Happy New Year once again.